All right. I'm going to ask you a tough question, and I hope Brian doesn't get upset or something like this. But what would you say if somebody were to say that the Bible is a fairy tale? What would you be if somebody were to say that
Well,
and believe it?
oh, well, so here's the thing. I was raised to believe the Bible is literally factually true. And now I see it as like an inspirational text, no different than any other culture of people bringing together oral tradition and stories. And I think we use metaphors and examples and made up things all the time to teach lessons and keep stories passed down in our culture. So to me, I'm like, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't think Brian has a
Okay.
problem with that.
Somebody wrote a book.
Well,
If
you
you
know,
want to
it-
believe it, go ahead and believe it.
But don't
Well, I
enforce
find,
it on other people. You
Right.
can believe whatever you want,
Exactly.
but doesn't
Yeah.
mean someone else should live by your fairy tale, or even if you think it's facts.
Okay. Well, as you know, there's a lot of good advice in the Bible. I know.
They kill babies.
You're
They have
Christian
no
faith.
problem with killing babies in the Bible, but you're pro-life, right, Al? What would you say about that? Nicole, am I right on that?
Where are they killing babies? Where are they killing babies in the Bible? Where?
In the Bible, it talks about massacring babies, okay?
Just killing, like, they would kill all the women and children when
Yeah.
they would take over land. When
Exactly.
God killed all the Egyptian babies under the age of 2,
Yeah.
there's mass murders ordered by God.
So if there are mass murders ordered by God and babies are killed in the Bible, then why won't you allow women to have abortions, Al? Why do you want to tell a woman what to do with her own body? Since you don't think any of the Bible is fairy tale, please answer my question for me.
Which the questions you just asked, the one about why?
Do I stutter? I'll ask it
why-
again. I'll ask it again,
Go ahead.
Al. Okay.
Go ahead.
In the
Go ahead.
Bible, as Nicole, who used to be a pastor, knows best, she probably knows more about the Bible than you do. It does talk about
Probably.
God. Yeah, we agree. It does talk about God massacring babies and women. God ordered it. So if God can order massacring and murdering babies, why won't you let a woman do what she wants to do with her own body? Since you live
Well,
and
I have
die
to
by the
read-
Bible.
Okay, I have to read where the Bible. There is also some
I have to read, he
where,
says.
Pam Bondi.
Yeah.
Well,
What
let
a
me finish.
Pam Bondi
Can I
answer.
finish?
Nicole is right. Nicole just said that was a Pam Bondi answer. I have to take a look at that. No, Al, you're not impersonating Pam Bondi. That's Nicole's job today.
Okay, well, can I answer my question?
As long as you don't sound like Pam
can
Bondi, you're welcome to, sir.
Okay, well, the thing is this. I can also tell you that in the Bible, there are some places where God orders the people. God orders the Israelites or one of his followers to go kill another group. Maybe because he felt they were evil. So,
Yeah.
it doesn't say not murder, but he did order people to kill.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
there
So, yeah,
is.
yeah.
There is.
Well,
That's in
listen,
the Bible.
Al, do you speak to
what's the
God?
name?
All right. Well, Al, do you speak to God? Because I spoke to God this morning. I woke up this morning.
Okay.
And I had a conversation with God. And God
Okay.
said, Brian, there's a guy named Al who's going to call into your show today, and he wears the Donald Trump knee pads 24/7. Listen,
I know.
I
First
spoke.
of all,
Why
I
are
don't
you
do
laughing,
that
Al?
because
Why are you laughing, Al?
I wear the eye. I wear knee pads.
Why are you laughing?
I don't wear the.
Why is my relationship
I
with
wear
God
eyes
funny
and
to
I
you?
wear knee pads.
I
Huh?
spoke to God today, and that's what God told me.
Okay.
He told me that you're going to have a
I
man.
think you were. I don't know.
God told me you're going to have a man calling your show today that is going to answer questions just like Pam Bondi answers, and he's not going to be acting. That's actually that. Listen, I have a relationship with God, Al, so you can't mock my relationship with God, right?
Okay, well,
you have your relationship, and you probably claim that God tells you to vote for a 34-count felon liable sexual abuser. My relationship to God tells me that when idiots, with all due respect, when idiots call into this show and they want to claim that everything in the Bible is fact, and yet we talk about in the Bible God ordering murders of babies, who was not pro-life, by the way, and then you say, well, I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to read that. Every time I present you facts, you're ignorant to facts, whether it's about Donald Trump or the Bible. Don't call in and start preaching the Bible when you don't even know what's in it. You sound like Donald Trump when he says, the Bible's my favorite book. I can't read one passage in the book, and then he holds the Bible upside down. Okay, Mr. Bondi?
Then what about when I supported the fact that God was ordering people to go kill other people?
My problem with that is then at any point someone could say, well, God told me to go murder those people because he said they're evil. So like, who's now deciding who can murder who if we all have a personal relationship with God, and I say God told me I can go slaughter all these people.
Yeah, exactly.
There's that. But I want you to, I think I have a research homework assignment for you, Al. Okay. I'd love for you to
Okay.
go home and research how many murders God is personally responsible for. So like how many orders of mass murders he issued, and how many murders Satan is responsible for.
I think that's a good homework assignment, but Al, I'll leave you with this, okay? Your Cheeto,
Okay, no problem.
your Cheeto Jesus God released over 600 violent criminals from January 6th. That's your God, okay? My God says that's disgusting and it's wrong, but we'll leave it at that. Mr. Bondi, thank you for calling into the show, and thank you for your Pam Bondi answer to the Bible.
I want to say this, Brian. So like, I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, so I have to go online, but there's been research done on how many murders God is responsible for in the Bible and how many Satan is.
Yeah.
And God's like, hundreds of thousands or maybe millions, and Satan's responsible for like a handful. So if there's anyone who's pro-life,
Yeah.
it's not God.
By the way, Jen on social media said Al is definitely going to research Nicole, all right, but it's not going to be the research that you
And call it Pastor. He's going to look up Pastor
Al,
Nicole.
Al will definitely do some research.